Marathon is shaping up to be a more competitive, PvP-focused extraction shooter with deep progression and tense encounters. Raiders offers rich PvE and a broader, casual approach to the overall gaming audience. But while both are labeled extraction shooters, in my opinion, they are very different. And today I'll break down why. I've played Raiders, watched tons of hours of streams. I enjoyed it. I tested Marathon and enjoyed my time with it too. We'll have to see how the full release is, but that was just a small test. So today's goal is to compare them. Each game has its own place in this genre. Some things mix together in both. Some things are exclusive. Although these are both extractors, they are very different. When it comes to overall games, I see this sort of as a Venn diagram. You have Marathon and Raider fans. On the far sides, you have the fanboys for both games who won't give the other a shot. In the middle of the circles, you have the gamers open to other extraction shooters or games in general that might give the other a try. And you also have the pool of just random gamers. They have no preference one over the other, they're just there to try something new. Raiders came first, so you will have some players try it, see what's different about Marathon, better or worse. And you'll also have gamers who want nothing to do with the game. That's just how things work. The first thing I want to talk about is Raiders' aggression-based matchmaking and PvE content. The matchmaking system is built around this in Raiders. If you're aggressive and gun people down, they're going to match you more with those types of players. If you don't shoot much, do some quests and PvE, you'll be likely thrown in those lobbies. Not all the time, but Embark is trying to put you with players you think you'd enjoy playing with. It's not really any news or surprising that Raiders is more lenient and friendly towards encounters. There's people who are hardcore, kill every arc and player in sight. But there's also players that don't want engagements at all. I think some guy went through every level without dying or firing a shot at another player. There are lobbies filled with friendly players. I'm sure there's servers and communities surrounded by it too. And this is sort of natural when the game leads into that sort of thing. There's other players, but there's also these really dangerous robots that you need tons of players to help you take down. I mean, you can do it yourself, it's just naturally going to be easier with others. It's been rumored Raiders could be introducing a PvE mode at some point, maybe later this year. Don't quote me on that, I think it's just a rumor currently. You have more PvE focused events like Shared Watch. And on top of all of this, the original game itself, before it was an extraction shooter, was PvE. PvE is in the roots of this game with the arc enemies. Marathon, on the other hand, will not have aggression-based matchmaking. Joe Ziegler said this: Marathon won't have special matchmaking rules to loosely organize violent and non-violent players into separate matches. Mind you, that doesn't mean Marathon isn't trying to accommodate friendlier players, since proximity chat and other social tools are still apparently here too. Ziegler explains that the tension of not knowing whether another player has good intentions and the uncertainty of whether they might stab you in the back at any given moment is a driving force in Marathon's dangerous runs. So Raiders, you have matchmaking based on how aggressive and non-aggressive players play. Marathon, everybody's thrown into the same pool, but you have tools to go that route if you wish, if others wish. Bungie has sort of labeled Marathon as this dangerous world and universe. There still is PvE enemies and bosses and things like that, but things will definitely be more gritty and dangerous compared to the more casual Raiders. Raiders has a set of weapons and deployables like grenades, cover, zip lines to change up your engagements. Marathon has build crafting, and in my opinion, you can't even really compare the two. It depends what you like, of course, as a gamer, but the fact is they are very different. One, you equip an anvil and some ammo. The other, you have mods or implants that can make you go invisible if you get a kill with the sidearm, things like that. Raiders has skill points. You can improve your conditioning, mobility, stealth, craft speed, weight, and so on. Players spend those points over time and keep them, possibly deciding to wipe at some point and start over again. In Marathon, every match for your own player could be different. You don't know what build is being run by opposing players either. Does that assassin over there have normal smoke? Or some type of core that can blast you away when they shadow dive next to you in some smoke? As you loot and level up in the game, you get to a point where you can build craft and completely change your playstyle, which I think will be fun to see. We haven't had an extraction shooter like this in my opinion. Sure, you can call it glazing, you can call me a Bungie shill all you want, but have you seen a hero-like extraction shooter with abilities, Destiny-like build crafting, and a crazy sci-fi story? I enjoy Arc Raiders lore too, I made videos on some of it, but it feels like it didn't really go anywhere yet, and I'm not sure what's happening next in the world. In a sci-fi universe, especially if you know how deep some of Bungie's lore goes with Destiny and the Marathon of the past, you have almost limitless opportunities. You can make things up in a sci-fi world as you go. I mean, look at any franchise, Marvel, Destiny, Star Wars. How many stories have you seen told throughout the years, and there always seems to be something more. Arc Raiders has trials and leaderboards. Marathon is going to have a full-blown ranked mode based on the loot you extract with. Scoring from holo tags and ranks from bronze to pinnacle, the rumored stuff so far. So there's another difference of it being a little bit more hardcore. Embark could add a ranked system too, but for now it doesn't have one. And if you didn't realize it by now, the biggest difference between the two, one is third person, one is first person. For me personally, I think first person leans into more immersion and scary moments. You can't peek around walls to find other players. Just think of a scary horror game. If it's in third person, it might not be as scary. But then again, that's up to player preference. It's like if you'd rather play DayZ in a first person or a third person server. If you like fast, intense PvP and FPS gunplay, Marathon is likely to feel very different and not just a copy of Arc Raiders. If you prefer dynamic, emergent PvPVE gameplay with bots and world events, Arc Raiders still has its own unique identity. It doesn't mean you can't go crazy and push in Marathon, or sneak around all cinematic like in Arc Raiders. You can, it's just not the base approach. So while these are both extraction shooters, I think they are vastly different. It's not like Bungie straight up stole Arc Raiders and made a first-person version of it. Will Marathon be good? Have success like Arc Raiders did and does? Maybe, maybe not. But there are a lot of rage baiters and no-lifes that fail to realize some of this stuff. How many first-person shooters have been made? Are those all Call of Duty clones? So let me know in the comments down below how you feel about both games and if you played either of them before. But if you'd like to see some more gaming news, lore, and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.